CEOs, Chief Executive Officers. What do you think about CEOs? They're tough, they're taskmasters, they always rule you, they're very rich and affluent, they have all the luxuries in life. Maybe, but they also got a better side to them. And today we'll show you how the CEOs of India are rocking it on the stage by singing for charity. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the CEO rockers of Namma City. After carrying the corporate burden throughout the year, you would expect CEOs to go off on a long holiday to relax. But some honchos unwind in a rather musical way. It's that time of the year when the top CEOs of India come together for charity. While they take part in regular CSR activities around the year, on one special occasion, the CEOs of India love to turn rock stars for a night. Yes, the biggest names from the world of IT, medicine, apparel and technology jam together to raise funds for the critically ill and underprivileged kids. Welcome to the 11th edition of the Sing for Charity event. This annual event, which gathers the top CEOs of India who show off their vocal prowess and jam on stage for an audience, always surprises Bangaloreans. From Bollywood to international numbers, these CEOs sing their hearts out and surprise everyone with their musical side. The organizer of this event talks to us about the idea and how the CEOs have made it a habit to sing for charity.
Well, for one, it's definitely bigger. Not only in terms of the number of people who are going to attend, but the number of CEOs. When we first started, it was 8 CEOs, then it became 10, and now it's 14. Well, the CEOs are giving their voice to it, people coming and buying seats and tables, so that as well as sponsorships, so that helps a lot. I've never seen so much energy as I've seen just now inside the hall. They can't wait to start, and we know it's going to go on quite long. And I think the more important thing is, how do I get all the CEOs from all the 3 metros to do a day-long recording of them and do it something with, say, maybe Sony Music or something. That's our dream next.
Well, just because they're singing for charity, do not even for a second assume that these CEOs would be bathroom singers. When these rock stars get started, they can blow your minds away with their singing, and some of these guys can even play musical instruments with precision. With over 100 people in the audience, including their staff, family and friends, and high competition with other CEOs, these guys cannot afford to go wrong. Hence, they have been practicing day in and day out to prove that they can be great leaders at work and unbelievable performers on stage. So it was time for the first CEO to get on stage. This is Aarti Rao, a popular face in Bengaluru. This entrepreneur has made music her business. She runs a popular music club called B Flat, which gives musicians and music lovers a platform to unite with food and drinks. Every year she sweeps the crowd away with her solo vocals, and this time she did it in style with popular Bengaluru band Thermal and a Quarter.
It's a beautiful composition by a very well-known pop singer who has a lot of soul and blues in her voice, Adele. It's going to be a song called Rumor Has It. And I also have the privilege of performing with Bangalore's leading rock band, Thermal and a Quarter. So they are my band tonight. I mean, what more can I ask for? And we're also going to do a medley together, some Beatles songs.
Well, it was a high-energy performance from Aarti with Thermal and a Quarter, but not many know that this popular band run a music academy themselves. Bruce Lee Money, who heads the band, was thrilled to perform at the event, who did not mind the not-so-rock and roll crowd present at the elite gathering.
Oh, it's great because it's a very unusual audience for us, and we don't usually get to play in front of exalted individuals like are in the room right now. So it's interesting, and we did a very rock and roll set, so it was fun. Yeah, I enjoyed it very much. It's kind of weird being branded as CEO because we run an academy and we've got this band, and it is a corporation at some level. But I never thought of myself as a CEO. You know, it's just sort of something that I do. Yeah, I'll always be a guitar player and a singer. I don't know if the tag CEO will ever sit on my shoulders very well. Yeah, but yeah, guitar player is much better. Frontman even. Yeah, I mean they were quite audience. They're all seated, and we played a very high energy set. So I think some of them were a little surprised, like, whoa, these guys are loud. But that's fine. I mean that's what we are, and what we also want to showcase is the fact that we come from Bangalore and our songs are about Bangalore, and so we spoke a little bit about what these songs are, and I think it went down well. I met a few people who came up and said, hey, that was really nice. You know, it was fun. So.
Paint your palette blue and gray.
Every time the Sing for Charity event happens in Namma City, there is a clash between two CEOs who share the same name. It is Sanjay Purohit versus Sanjay Purohit. While one Sanjay is the CEO and MD of Edge Verb Systems, a company under Infosys, the other Sanjay is the MD of Levi Strauss & Co. in India. While the two Sanjays always have stiff competition, Sanjay from Edge Verb System loves it that way and helps him give better performances.
So this time we are doing, I'm doing a bit soft numbers rather than the rocky ones, because there are a lot of rocky ones happening. So I'm doing a song by Don McLean called Starry Starry Nights, and I'm doing this song from Ashiki 2, which is called Tum Hi Ho. Preparation, oh well, that's a function of time. But well, music is a passion, so I find some time and figure out how to do this over weekends mostly.
Sanjay's performance was incredible and the crowd were swayed to his Ashiki voice. Sanjay Purohit from Levi's had other plans to give stiff competition to his competitor.
So I'm singing two songs, and the songs are incidental to being able to raise funds for critically ill children and help Genesis Foundation. I love singing. I try and keep in touch a little bit, but you're right, you've got to make a special effort for a program like this. So you can't come across and sound bass-oriented, and I hope I don't tonight. So I'm a out and out Hindi music buff. So I'm singing two Kishore Kumar songs, and I hope people will like it.
It was a Bollywood night as Sanjay took the crowd by surprise with his mesmerizing voice with the two Kishore Kumar hits. Next in line was Ajit Saldana. Ajit comes from a family of musicians and has been influenced with music from his childhood. Maybe that's why he stood out from the crowd and belted out international numbers. Ajit says that many of us lack compassion and it is important to remind ourselves about our duties towards society.
We don't do enough, because I think fundamentally as a nation we lack a compassion gene, and that's probably because I think from the cradle upwards we see so much misery that we become in some way inured to it. My mother's used to be a professional singer. She sort of trained us in what we do, so yeah, I mean, I think if me and my siblings sing, it's entirely due to her.
so long, it was so long ago, but I've still got the blues for you. Well, the days come and go. There is one thing I know,
Not all CEOs sang at the event. Some showed off their skill with musical instruments. Suleiman Jamal, who is the CMD of Bevel Gears India Limited, loves his harmonica and stunned one and all with his harmonica solo. Everyone were engaged to his tunes, especially the Moroccan-sounding music piece. He tells us more about the instrument and why he will come back again to perform at this charity event.
This is a very easy instrument, as long as you get passionate about playing it. Because all the time people, think of it as a little toy, and they play kind of cowboy kind of music. But it's as good as the piano. It has all the keys of the piano. So if you concentrate on that a little bit, you can do a lot of stuff on it. I love it. I love it because you can travel with it. I play many other instruments, but I feel this is a good way you can sort of express yourself. I knew about it, but I had never played earlier. So today was special. And I told them, I said, listen, if they have any such events, you can count me in. Because it's only when you have something in your own family, something goes wrong, that you wake up and you say, hey, there's a different world there, and there's a different world that we operate in. So it's very, very important here. I'm very privileged to be here today. I'm absolutely privileged, yeah.
Next in line was P. Balaji, former MD of Nokia Sales India. On his busy days, he's a tough man in the telecom industry, getting people to meet their targets. But in his free time, he loves to bring out the hidden singer in him and entertains the crowd. He tells us why he loves performing at this event.
I think what is very evident is all of us love music, whether it's singing or, as you saw, Jamal with the harmonica. So it's a passion that we bring into our singing, which we, for a cause like this, I think that's really what eggs is on, So it's wonderful to see everyone take a little time out beyond their work schedule to pursue a passion, whatever it may be. So in this case, it's singing, so it's wonderful.
With a rocking performance, P. Balaji had set high standards for the rest to follow. But the man to follow was no less when it comes to singing. Birain was one of a kind performer who interacted with the crowd with his singing. Like a true Elvis Presley fan, he led the crowd to sing along with him to Jailhouse Rock. Having a well-prepared strategy to get brownie points from the crowd, Birain tells us why music is a great bridge to connect people.
Music is a heart-to-heart connection. Okay, all of us in our daily lives, we try to use our heads. But an event like this is about the foundation, about charity, about giving. And the best way to connect is through words and music and melody and harmony and smiles and love. Even if you have a very, very serious cause, the best way to get attention is with music or humor and getting people to understand that they have to still live their lives while helping other people who don't have the same advantage. Well, something. It's got that, the rock and roll beat. So I decided to do a jazz swing because swing is like, vaudeville, ragtime, the stage, Broadway, the music of everything from Frank Sinatra to Michael Bublé today. It's a bridge. And actually what we're trying to do this evening is to build bridges, to connect people that can cross over both ways. right? From the advantage to the disadvantage and vice versa. And that's why I think this is a fantastic opportunity.
Several other performers rocked the night for the audience, who paid hefty amounts for the concert passes in order to donate for the critically ill children. But the last performance stole the show and made the audience get up and start dancing. Before her performance, Valerie R. Wagner, CEO Zipdial, spoke to us about her performance and why she loves getting on stage for a cause.
Well, I've been in India for 7 years now, and I've been a CEO in India for 5 years now, and so I feel very Bangalorean in a way, and so it's fantastic to be here with all of these other executives, sharing their talent, sharing their support for this really, really important cause, and just thrilled to be able to help. I grew up always as a dancer, so I've been on stage a million times, but never singing. Maybe twice in my life before this. So luckily I have no stage fright, and everyone else can be the judge about the singing. I don't do anything in life other than work. The singing and dancing is in the past, and this is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to let that past crop up a little bit in my life for fun. Make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for a living, make a better place for you and for me.
Valerie's performance sealed the deal and was the highlight of the day, as she even danced and got people dancing to popular numbers like Heal the World and Mamma Mia. In the end, it was indeed a unique night for the audience, as they got to see the corporate rock stars sing their hearts out and play music for charity. The concert was able to gather a huge sum of money, and the event was a grand success. While the CEOs get back to their routines post the concert, it goes without saying that music does heal the world. With camera person Vinod Kumar, Vivek Vinayak for News 9, Bengaluru.